If you're longing for a car show or cruise night, you're not alone. But for now, our sneakers and t-shirts along with our cars remain packed away in anticipation of the good times to come. Barbecues, festivals galore, shady relaxation, and hanging out with friends. Perhaps we could use this time to get better acquainted with the good people who make up our car group. Folks like Gary and his 1936 Chevy.
I just saw a picture of it being advertised on the internet, and it caught my eye. I always liked these old 36 series cars.
Gary's Chevy is running a 502 engine turning out 502 horsepower. A nice touch is the rumble seat. And here's Leo's 67 Beaumont that he's owned since 2003. It's always nice to have ladies in our videos. So here is Leo's wife, Pat.
Okay, we got this car. We looked for a long time because when we were dating, he had this car and I got my driver's license in our first Beaumont. And we had that till we started having children, and then we got rid of it, and we hunted and finally got another one. And we just love it.
Every car has a story. Here's more.
It was blue, and we painted it black. And we found out that it had a 454 motor in it with 575 horsepower. And so we had a little tweaking to do here and there, but mostly it's original.
The nice thing about this car is it's a driver made for good times.
Lots of them. A lot of people think we trailer it because it keeps it so clean, but no, we drive it. And it goes fast.
Car shows, cruise nights, people, and fun. That's what it's all about.
Good times. Lots of good times. A lot of good car people around, and we enjoy their company.
You guys are nice to have around, too. Leo and Pat's 67 Beaumont. This is Woody's 55 Chevy Post. It may look pretty stock, but just about everything on this car has been changed. He's changed the 3-speed transmission to a 4-speed automatic. Installed a new dash and gauges, steering column, power steering, power brakes, and air conditioning. Seats are as he bought it. And the list goes on. The Chevy is powered by a new 350 GM crate engine, turning out 330 horse. Here's more from Woody.
This winter I bought this Vitek fuel injection system. I'm pulling the carburetor off and I'm changing the gas tank, putting the pump in the tank, and I'm going to put a whole new Vitek system on it. And everybody says they're really good, so I hope so.
This car has a new grille, new headlight rings, and hood ornament.
I've had this car for going on 3 years now, and just improving it a little bit every winter, do a little bit.
If you know Woody, and you probably do, you'll know he's always got a project on the go.
I just bought a 47 Ford pickup on Sunday, and I'm going to do another rat rod again. I like them old rat rods.
Woody's 55 Chevy Post. Now here's Roy and his rare 2005 Chrysler Crossfire convertible.
It's a limited edition and only built 950 of these, and that being that it's the supercharged roadster, and it's about 350 horsepower and weighs about 3,000 pounds. So it's a pretty exciting car to drive.
And what's the transmission?
It's an automatic, but it does have the shift. So you can shift it through the gears if you like.
In relating these tales, it's the stories I like the most. Here's Roy's.
It's an interesting story. It was back, I bought it last year in April, and in February I was at Windsor Casino, and I won $150,000 on a super draw, and I told my wife, I'm going to take you on a trip, and I'm buying a car. And that's what I did. I bought the car.
But why buy this car?
This car because I worked for Chrysler for 37 and a half years. I retired from there in sales and marketing, and because I still have a pension coming from Chrysler, I had to buy a Chrysler car.
Specialty cars like this, especially ones that are no longer made, have a tendency to appreciate rapidly in value.
Yes, it will appreciate, and I've had a number of people offer me almost $10,000 more than I paid for it already. But I'm just not ready to sell it because I'm enjoying it too much.
This is not just a city car. It's made for the open road.
The handling is really super on it, and as far as power to get out and pass. It only takes seconds because it is a fast car.
As mentioned, this is now an orphan car. But why did production end?
Well, it was a venture between Chrysler and General Motors, or not General Motors, but Mercedes when it was Daimler Chrysler. And it was a very pricey car. It was in the $65,000 range new back in 2005. And because it was Chrysler, not a Mercedes, it just didn't sell. So that's why they only run it for 2.5 years. And this particular car, the SRT, was a limited edition in that last year to help promote the sales, but it still didn't take off, so they pulled the car.
Well, that's all the time we have for this edition, but I'll be back again with more local cars and more interviews with owners. Please remember these videos are for sharing with car enthusiasts, so be sure to send them to friends and family. Thanks for viewing. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the spring at the car shows and cruise nights.